And
just sitting there.
That does go into Resident Evil a little bit also, where Douglas Adams?
Douglas?
No, Douglas Adams is someone else. The guy who voiced Albert Wesker in like Resident Evil 5. Because, like, he's in a Resident Evil game, so people are like, oh, the voice acting in the original game. And it's like, number one, he didn't have anything to fucking do with that, so I don't know why you're asking him. But he gave his perspective, and he was like, you know, you're doing this voice acting, and the director who's, like, directing your performance doesn't speak fucking English.
Yeah.
So at some point, they're just like, at some point you're just out of desperation, you're like doing every possible inflection on the line you can possibly do until they're like, okay, that's good.
Yep.
Because you don't know what they want, because they can't communicate it to you.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they're performers. They take in, that's the whole thing about being a voice actor, they take in direction and then use that to inform a performance.
Exactly. Like, there are some actors that are, like, dependent on the director that they're working with.
Yeah. Given
adequate direction, Brad Pitt's a pretty good actor.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't have anything to work with,
then...
if he doesn't work with a director who knows how to handle his talents, you know, what the fuck is he supposed to do? He just defaults to being Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt is not a character.
Anymore. Yeah, Brad Pitt's a dude. He's just that guy saying that line, and not the character.
Yeah. So that's why you get, like, I'm gonna fill your dark soul with light.
Yeah. When the guy directing you is Japanese.
Yeah, when Hideki Kamiya's like, okay, so, like, she's a demon, so she's full of darkness, and Dante wanted to show her the light, so this is your line. Yeah. It's like, are you sure?
Yeah. And at the end of the day,
like, what can you do? You're just there to read lines.
If you don't do it the way they want, they just say, okay, goodbye. You don't have this job anymore. We'll find somebody
there's no two-way input.
You're not a writer. You're the performer. So you don't get to decide how it ends up. You have to do it the way they.
I mean, you can say, I think maybe it should be a different way.
You can suggest something and have them go, oh yeah, that is better.
Ultimately, they're gonna tell you to read the line that they want you to read.
And if you don't do it, you're fired. That, you know.
Yeah, you don't get a say.
They didn't hire a writer, they hired an actor.
So that's why you get stuff like that in like, the original DMC. But that's why, like, I think the localization in this game was really well done. And I'm sure that I think the localization team had a lot of freedom to work with. Because at the end of the day, the DMC series has always been one where the character's first language is English.
Yeah.
Where Ruben Langdon and Johnny Young Bosch are Nero and Dante. And there is Japanese voice acting, but the Japanese voice actors are not those characters.
Yeah.
Ruben Langdon and Johnny Young Bosch are those characters.
Yeah.
So like, Johnny Young Bosch and Ruben Langdon dig the motion capture.
Right. It's almost like when they dub, like, Looney Tunes cartoons in foreign languages, and it's like, no matter how good the voice actors are, you're not Mel Blanc.
Yeah, exactly.
Mel Blanc is not just, oh, the person who did that voice. Mel Blanc was those characters.
Yeah.
So listening to someone else try to imitate that voice, no matter how good of an actor they are, no matter how good they are at imitating the voice, it's a different thing. They are not those characters.
Like, the human ear is very tuned. It's like the uncanny valley.
Yeah.
But, like, with audio.
Yeah, it's like Mel Blanc didn't just do the voice, he was those characters. And, you know, some other voice actor can come and do them, and that's fine, but they aren't the characters like he was.
Yeah.
They just do the voice.
So that, it's so weird to have a game, like, from Japan, where, the primary language for the characters is English.
Yeah. Eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
Eat your hamburgers, Apollo. So, like, that's why the moments of, like, oh, this didn't translate very well kind of stand out.
Yes, because they're supposed to be.
Because almost everything else is really well done.
Yeah.
This is one I cannot do With the current tools that I have, I'm not even going to try because I'm not going to succeed.
This is Banjo-Tooie.
Boop.
That looks like fun.
Whee!
Until I smack my face into that railing, which is totally what would happen.
I don't have double jump, so I can't get up there. Wait, it's a can! Bam! I'm the best.
It's game.
Video games. Now, that's another reason Sonic's a pretty good comparison point for DMC, is Sonic from the get-go was like a collaborative effort between Sega of America and Sega of Japan.
Yeah.
He was always, from the beginning, a very global character.
Yeah.
Sonic is not a Japanese character.
No, Mario's a Japanese.
Yeah,
Sonic is an American.
Sonic is like a melting pot.
Yeah. He's too cool for school. He plays electric guitar in the 90s and wears sunglasses.
Yeah!
Hey, remember them?
Remember these guys?
Death Scissors?
They're great. This whole game is like the fan service game.
Westcotts?
This whole game is just like take everything.
I love that. I love Destructible
Look, yeah,
Kid.
isn't that?
Love it.
Look at the
penis.
papers.
Yeah. I don't even know why I like that, but I really do.
It's really fun. Every fucking Dark Souls game, I just roll through the fucking roll around through the barrels and shit. It's the best. This whole look at this.
I mean, I want to destroy it just looking at it.
Oh yeah, look at
It's
that.
so good.
This whole game is like the fan service game. It's like this is what you get when you actually let your fucking game developers make the game that they want to make and give them the time to make it.
What a shot.
Imagine the concept of letting your artists make the art that they want and giving them the time that they ask for to make it.
Can you imagine?
If you can even imagine.
Well, it
The
turns out that
concept is
they
such
make
a
a
thing.
good product that sells really well, too. Holy shit.
Yeah, who could have thunk? I remember
No.
people were worried about, like, oh no, I don't know if DMC5 is selling that well. It's like, what reason do you possibly fucking have to assume it's not?
Yeah.
What is this fear based on? Like, DMC4, like, number one, even if it did sell poorly, that's not indicative of, like, the series' future.
Yeah.
Like, fucking DMC4 sold the best of any game in the series. And then they, like, killed the franchise for 10 years. Who cares how bad this game sold? It's not like it matters. It's not like it's gonna affect what happens afterwards.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah! That's why these fucking enemies are great. That same trick
Shoot
from
him
the
in the
original
nuts.
game. That same trick from the original game. Oh, that's the penis right there. Even these books.
Yeah, those books.
Oh, look at them.
I love it. No.
After enough interaction, they like stop. The physics
Yep.
stops.
Alright, you've had enough. Take that, cheers.
Look, that statue was on the floor and it still broke.
That is so cool. Look at all this shit that's all over the place now.
These guys are invincible. Look at these saints. Yeah, starting to get back into the groove now. Remembering stuff I wanted to talk about.
Smooth McGroove.
Because, like, not only is there the story of this game being allowed to exist at long last, there's also a shitload of actual substance to this game now. Like, DMC4 was kind of trapped.
A little thin.
Because there were, like, 2 things to talk about. DMC2 didn't have anything.
Yeah.
Like,
That was just basically a podcast.
yeah, the interesting things to talk about in DMC4 were, like, Nero, like, the entire thing of, like, just, here's a new character.
Yeah, most of what you talked about in 4 was about 5.
Yeah, I guess. But in this, there's actually, like, there's a story fucking happening, and I can talk about it. There's cutscenes to shut the fuck up and actually appreciate the narrative. Look how pretty this fucking game is.
It's really nice.
Without strength, you can't protect anything.
Who said that?
Who have we heard that from before? Power. I need more power. Foolishness.
Wait.
Gee, I wonder who Nero's dad is.
Wait a minute.
I can't...
I got so caught up in the pursuit of power that I started to hurt the very people I want the power to protect.
Who could have imagined such a travesty?
Also my dick. Very rock right now.
What pocket change does Nero just have with him?
What currency do they use in this
city? This clearly European city.
Yeah, this
Every
European city.
How the fuck? By the way,
let's not gloss over. How the fuck?
How the fuck did she fucking get here? Nico is like a Looney Tunes character.
It's Acme based.
She just appears.
Yeah, she just is places.
I don't think there's like any logic to it.
Todd, how did you get here? I just kind of am places.
yeah. She's very Todd. Things just kind of happen to me. What else do I need? I don't even know what I need
Goober
sometimes,
sucks.
you know?
Why won't he go home?
Goober sucks.
Can't believe Goober molested those Laker girls. Goober didn't molest those Laker girls. The actor who played Goober molested those Laker girls.
Whoa! I didn't even know this move fucking existed.
Hey,
I don't think I've ever used this move during the entire game. Holy shit.
HS.
I was not paying attention to that.
Not as much as you should have. Prick. Do you have any shirts that actually fit?
She has, like, a welding vest.
Oh yeah, I guess if she's doing that, you gotta be more protected.
Why would you ever buy health upgrades? I said after buying one. Yeah, might as well.
Upgrade the bench.
You know what I need is air hike.
Man, if you don't got them red orbs, we ain't gonna talk.
Like, this game actually has a fucking story. Imagine I get to talk about the story
Instead of...
in one of the 5 DMC games. I think the first game and the third game I actually had, like, no, shut up, let's talk, let's let this... like, during DMC 3, because I review those videos before uploading them, during the ending, after, like, swinging the last blade against Virgil, we don't fucking say anything for, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That entire cutscene just played out when we were quietly watching it.
If you can imagine. After spending over 12 hours desperate for something to talk about during DMC 2.
Yeah. Like, imagine a thing happening.
Yeah. That we watch.
Like, okay, like, let's let... Artemis... A lot of tits. Don't really know why there's so many tits.
That's something I never liked, by the way, on FA and IB and stuff like that.
Multi-tits?
Multi-tits really turns me off in a big way.
No chit-chat or monologue?
Multi-tits.
Getting right to the point, huh?
So
I'm
that is
totally
also something that...
Yeah.
Well, this is a really great boss design.
I mean, there's a lot of good fucking, like, character design in this.
Yeah. For, like, oh, I forgot I don't have that move. Shit.
Can't air guitar.
Let's get airborne.
Let's get airborne.
You ready?
Are you ready? Are you winning, son? Artemis is a weapon in DMC 3. It was a gun. You know who else was from DMC 3? Anyway. I love this idea of let's take a weapon from a previous game and make it a boss fight.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen that in any other franchise.
Well, don't worry, because this is not the first time this is not the last time you're gonna be seeing it. in this game. Oh, you fucking bitch.
Bitch. Fucking T-block.
Lock-on does not do what I want it to do sometimes. Hello? Do you want to fucking cooperate here? Lock onto the thing I'm trying to lock onto.
No.
Dude, this is, like, actually kind of unfair. There we go. Jesus. They gave me a lot of time.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Suck
Shoryuken! Yeah! That's why you use Punchline until you get the breaker that I actually want. That I actually like to use.
Let's get airborne.
Imagine being a boss and, like, seeing Dante or Nero, like, actually taunting you. Like, what the fuck is happening?
I don't understand this.
Why are you doing this? I'm trying to kill you.
Look at my mini boobs.
Whoa! Whoop! That's always fun. Yikes! Oh man, imagine if I had the Devil Bringer right now. God damn it! Lock on. There, Jesus. Imagine I had the Devil Bringer right now. I could grab her while she was flying at me like that. Imagine. Imagine being able to play Devil May Cry 4.
On this PS4.
So, like, Nero still has trouble. He's getting better, though.
He's good at going in reverse.
Notice, also, in that first boss fight with Goliath, V got the final kill. Once again, Nero did not kill the boss.
That's true. Oh man, that's some bitch.
Another good reason we waited.
Boobies.
Dante's friend.
It's Lady.
You know her?
From my gunsmith days.
Yeah, I bet fucking Lady buys a lot of guns.
You did us to Kyrie. I'm gonna have to tell her, man.
The big... Once again, like, so much material you get out from a character who is in a committed relationship.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at you! Fucking around on your girl.
There.
Kitty would kill me right now.
Even with the purple goo, you can still see the titties.
The titties. Nero has had sex.
Yes, that's a big difference.
No one can, like, fuck you if you say he hasn't had sex. She made him a dildo arm, for crying out loud.
I mean, he's into some freaky shit.
They have done it. Yeah, fuck it. If you don't rate people as stylish, you're an asshole. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. It, like, who get style? You have to actively press down. And then,
yes.
like, if you're
It's
just
very
mashing through by default, like,
Very
if you are
intentional.
deliberately choosing to not rate someone as stylish, you're a piece of shit. If you don't rate people as stylish in this game, fuck you. So, like, I was really worried about V.
Yeah, it's understandable.
One can only hope.
Because, like, oh, here's a new playable character. He's got a whole new gameplay style. Which, conceptually, like, in terms of, like, wow, they were just allowed to do whatever the fuck they wanted while developing this game. Right? Like, they had infinite time and
Yeah.
infinite money.
Deep pockets. And
They
long
actually got to, like, they had Nintendo time to actually make this game.
calendars.
Right? But, like, here's a new character. It's not always a good
Yeah,
thing.
Not always.
That's not always exciting news.
We've had this before.
Because the last time, because again, like, people turned around on Nero.
Yes.
Well, people were not happy about Nero originally. So when V happened, I was like, you know, okay. I mean, it looks kind of...
As long as it's good.
Because, like, you look at this guy and you're like, it's not the same.
I know.
I don't know what this is.
No.
I was really weirded out and confused and worried and concerned.
And afraid.
They don't even let you buy skills. It's like, no, actually play the game
Fuck
first.
you.
Actually play him first.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Thankfully, V is so fucking great in this game that people want him to come back in the next game.
That's an accomplishment.
Like, you actually did it. You actually made a really good new
You
character.
really succeeded there.
And I think it was, during this first level where you actually played as him, where I was like, yeah! V's great. Like, number one, he's just phenomenal to fucking play with.
He is dick to me.
That initial video we did where I was playing as, like, okay, I have to learn how to play as this guy. Like, he definitely plays weird and takes some getting used to. But it's like, this is fucking fun as shit, dude. I'm gonna have to rerun my controls for him, too.
Oh, geniuses, be careful. Yeah, no shit, Shirley. Ain't there, Ivy? I mean, you are fragile at the moment. Wouldn't take much to wipe you out in a sticky situation. I'm just saying that running away is okay. It's always okay to run away if you're not up for it.
He who desires but act not breeds pestilence. So it is written.
I can shit without farting. I can fart without shitting, but I can't shit without farting. So it is written.
So get rid of those demons quick, because killing them ain't my stick. I got your back. Because dying is whack.
I love that they have personalities. I fucking love
Lion King-ass
nothing more than, like, the... What the fuck? That the summons are... like, they have a personality. That is what I love in this world. Wait, why did I do that? There we go. I think that's right. Oh, but I forgot. I don't have all my moves right now.
Doesn't even matter.
His theme is also really fun. Like, number one, I love when, like, I'm gonna summon these demons or, like, whatevers. Like, I mentioned this a little bit during that video, during the initial video, where I'm like, this is kind of why I like stands are bullshit, because they don't have personalities. They're just, like, superpowers. That's a good way to describe them. They're his familiars, like, or like in Final Fantasy where you have summons.
Yeah.
You summon Baphomet, whatever, or in Persona, like you summon your Persona. They don't have personalities. There's no like in JoJo and Persona, they don't have personalities at all. But even that's kind of bullshit because fucking in Persona 5, they do kind of have personalities. Like, the initial time that they summon their persona is like, yo. Like, they have voice acting.
Yeah.
So it always bums me out when there's that element of gameplay where it's like, I'm gonna summon these dudes to do attacks and shit. And they just exist to be a weapon. So the fact that Griffin, and even Shadow, he, like, is a kitty.
Kitty, of course.
But he does have a separate personality. And Griffin, especially, has a personality, and a really amusing and fun one, with, like, an interesting dynamic. It makes me so fucking happy. Because this is the shit that I want.
This is the shit that I need.
This is the shit that I love. That whenever it doesn't exist, I invent it in my own brain. Because so rarely does it ever exist. And so often could it exist. Fuck yeah! It's barbecue time! These theme songs are also really fun. I actually like it a lot.
You make me laugh.
So I really thought...
Nice corset, V.
like, who do you think V is? Because obviously V. Like...
Yes.
Like, yeah, this is a completely new original character they invented from whole cloth. Fuck you. Who do you think V is? I don't know if you've actually seen any spoilers or anything online.
No.
Who do you think he is?
I have no idea.
Because when I made allusions to it during the original video. It was like, I was
gonna say, I probably would know if I remembered everything, we had talked about.
Yeah,
There's a
in
lot
the
of stuff
series,
yeah.
yeah. But I thought he is, this is why it's hard. Like, I was like, oh, he's Mundus. Because he's, like, clearly some kind of freaky evil dude.
Yeah, clearly.
Or something. And he's using the bosses from DMC1 as his weapons. Like, here's fucking Nightmare. And Nightmare was that boss fight that you had to fight, and he was really annoying. He's that boss that, if you remember, it was the one where it was revealed that Trish is a bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
So I was like, oh, is that, like, there was two things, right? Where it's like, it's either Virgil or Mundus. And Urizen also, same thing. Could be Virgil, could be Mundus. It could really go either way. Like, I'll talk about more about Urizen once we get to him later in the game, but they very much want you to think that he's Mundus. For reasons that I will elaborate on. So, like, either one could have gone either way in my head. Or I was like, his name is V. I feel like that doesn't need to be elaborated on. And when he summons Nightmare, his hair turns white. He's got a...
Enjoy the taste of despair.
See? White hair.
Supersonic.
Okay, on summon now. That's a good little detail. Let's use photo mode here. Yeah. Oh
balls.
Jesus.
Oh god, his
Okay,
jump.
so check out his tattoos.
Tattoos.
So this tattoo on this arm is pretty detailed and filled in, right? Gay tribal tattoos. So then, summon Shadow here. Look, the tattoos are, like, emptied out and faded.
Mm-hmm.
When they're not summoned outside, Shadow, Griffin, and Nightmare are his Shadow and Griffin are his tattoos, and Nightmare is his hair dye. So that's hilarious.